Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel, Soulful Healing Tarot. Today, we are going to diagnose your heartache. Okay, so select a pile that you're most drawn to. Pause the video if you need more time, and I shall see you at your reading. Bye bye. Hello, my dear pile number ones. Welcome to your reading. So, let me first start off by saying congratulations because you have chosen to heal. You've taken the first step, and I appreciate that. And if you are having a heartache, I want to send you a lot of love and hug. So, in today's reading, I want to show you the tarot spread layout first so that it makes sense to you when I proceed. So here's the layout. We have 5 segments. The first one shows the root cause. What is the core problem? Like, why are you feeling this way? Why the heartache? Is it because of a separation, third party, no contact, anything? Or is it an internal issue? That is the first spread. So the second one shows us the patient's standpoint. Okay, that is your current energy check. So it would like reveal your perspective of things and emotional state on the situation right now. Okay, so the third one is the active agent. So this is the other person's standpoint, like what are they focusing on, what is their current energy regarding the situation, right? That is what the pile number 3 will give us. The fourth segment is the prescription. Okay, what you can do to heal the connection, or what is the healing journey for you. Okay, then we have the fifth one, the final outcome, like the full recovery state. What would it look like for you once you take your prescription? And that is the advice from your spirit guides. What will your healing journey look like? I also want to say that you are loved. Okay, I feel, uh, sorry, not feel. I felt like I should write that here. I think it is a message from me as well, but mostly from your from the divine and the spirit team, that you should know that you are thoroughly loved just the way you are and as you are. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's start with the first pile. So, pile number one, the first segment is the root cause. And with the Ten of Swords here, I'm pretty sure that the root cause for this is exhaustion and burnout. Okay, you're feeling that exhaustion and burnout in this relationship. The connection has completely drained you, and it has led to a state of mental and emotional rock bottom for you. Even if you're physically at a distance from this person and separated, your mind is not, you know, is still having that mind chatter. Look at this. We've got mind chatter, endless thoughts, difficulty focusing. You are seeking that stillness because your mind is locked in a loop, like a non-stop mind chatter, right? Replaying every moment, every injustice, like a broken record. This is why you have felt that constant hum of anxiety and that difficulty focusing. This connection has been haunting your thoughts. Okay, pile number one, that is what is coming across as the reason, right? The pain is also forcing a breakthrough for you here. You are already realizing that this person is leaving you more confused than comforted. Okay, that is what this card says. And because of that, you are being urged to release their access to you, and you can feel that internally. So you are like, you're taking the first step to do that. And some of you have already taken this difficult, painful decision to step away. And you are on the right path. Okay, so God is asking you, the divine is asking you to release with love, surrender your pain and everything to the divine. Because see, this one says, God and angels, I now surrender my dream. I care deeply about this desire and that I greatly wished for it or something better to manifest in my life right now. Thank you for guiding me clearly and for helping my dream be fulfilled right now. Maybe you've been longing for a very soulful connection, and this connection seem to be something far from that. And right now we are very you're disappointed. You're disappointed with how things have turned out, and you are asked to surrender right now. Okay, surrender to God, because I feel like you're already here means you're realizing something, that closure is internal. It isn't something the other person gives you. All right, so you've already taken this first step of letting go, and it has been very difficult, but you've made the difficult choice, and that is really great. And the divine wants you to know that the right fit exists. There is someone who will see you, value you, and choose you effortlessly. Don't give up on that. So the divine is asking you not to give up on that. Okay, so you are, my dear, in the beginning stages of a massive healing journey of this heartache. Okay, it takes a moment to climb out of this energy of the Ten of Swords here, but you've already done the hardest part. You have made the choice to put down this energy, okay, and move away from the suffering to more of a stillness energy. That is what this morning dew card is about. And the right fit exists for you, and you are clearing the play like space for them right now, even though you don't know it. Your acts or your actions and decisions are clearing up the space for this right person to come into your life. Okay, so don't give up on that effortless loving future for you. Okay, if you haven't yet surrendered, this is your sign to surrender that heavy dream to the divine plan. Okay, know that something better is manifesting for you. That is what these cards are telling me. Maybe you've already realized that, or you've got hints of this, because that is coming as a root cause. That is why you're here for the prescription, right? So let's move on to the second pile, which is your point of view, your standpoint. What is your energy right now, so that it will be more clearer. Give me a moment to get your cards here. Let me clear the first pile. So, pile number one, look at this King of Swords. Okay, you are channeling the pure, assertive energy of the King of Swords, finally drawing a clear, uncompromising boundary around your value and integrity. Pile number one. So, your energy is declaring enough is enough. You have stepped into your divine masculine power right now. It is a little painful, but you're still doing it. It might appear detached to some people or even egoistic to others. You might be accused of that. But you know it is necessary for your soul to survive right now. Your soul requires this right now, because deep down you have this knowing. Okay, so I see a sadness in this king's face, right? The sadness here affirms that there is a heartache you feel as you do this, right? You are brokenhearted, not by the loss of the relationship, but by the necessity of the separation. Okay, it's more about you understand that we have to separate now. It is painful to be the one who must wield the sword, but you recognize that this is the moment your higher self needed to intervene. Okay, that is why you're doing this. So this is your standpoint right now. So there's a core source of your anguish is like an imbalance in the partnership. Okay, you feel that the sole a person who is involved in this relationship is you, the one who's meticulously planning, the one who's investing and building, while the other person is like a laid back person who's nonchalant. Okay, so this imbalance has led to a paralyzing question: are they truly invested, or are they simply comfortable? You are exhausted from leading a relationship that feels less like a partnership and more like a never ending solo group project. Okay, so this heartache is also like fueled by a toxic cycle of extremes for you. When things are going good, they are like, very good. They are dazzling, thrilling, the highs and lows, right? The thrilling highs that make you feel excited and truly happy. Yet these extreme joy that comes with an equally devastating lows. Okay, you are now realizing this adrenaline rush is like a pattern of codependency. So when you give endlessly and the other person is like a persistent taker, leaving you noticing that the bad moments are now overshadowing the good moments. Okay, you are noticing this. So this realization has ignited like a fierce righteous anger within you, not just at the situation but at yourself also for tolerating this treatment in the name of love. You are currently channeling your energy into a difficult yet crucial step of trying to forgive yourself in this journey. Like forgiving yourself, like if you haven't started doing that, this must be a cue for you to start doing it as well. It is forgiving yourself for letting your good judgment like slip through the loophole of love, for staying see, I'm not saying love is bad, okay? In this situation, that is what has happened. It is like a journey. Like there is bittersweet episodes when it comes to love, and we have to accept it, but we have to act when we are supposed to act, right? We are supposed to honor this journey, right? So forgiving yourself is an important step here. So you are going to be forgiving yourself for staying too long in the relationship for whatever reasons, for forgiving the other person, for trying too hard. So the king of swords here is like now stands guard, ensuring that your logic and self-respect will never be bypassed again. So that is your current energy regarding the situation. So let me know if it is resonating with you. Okay, now let's move on to the third segment, the active agent, which is the other person's standpoint in the situation. So just give me a minute. Sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy. Okay, pile number ones. So when I am checking in with the cards regarding your person's, the other person's energy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a very player kind of a vibe here. Okay, um, major player energy is showing up. I know this card, star card, is about healing and everything, but it is not. That is not how I am receiving the energy here. I feel like they genuinely believe they are all that. Okay, and their ego feels incredibly inflated right now, because they have checked out of the heavy emotional lifting here. Like earlier we predicted that you were the one who was affected more in this relationship emotionally as well. See, they are a little avoidant. They are not showing any real sign of like remorse right now. They're just coasting on their own sense of relief. Okay, so it is, very avoidant personality. um that is what I'm seeing in this person right now. Okay, with this cards, like with new love and new chapter, there is a sense of forward focus for them, and it's all like, self-serving one. Like, they're already open to or probably actively pursuing a new connections. I'm sorry that I have to I'm the bearer of this bad news, or if you feel bad hearing this, this is what the cards are showing me. they are probably like on likely on dating apps, looking to fill that space with something easy, something like that. They have moved on, is what is, they're avoidant, so they're trying to do these kind of things so that they don't have to face the real emotions, the raw emotions, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if there was an underlying third party situation even before you guys fully separated. It could be even because of the third party situation here. So I'm not sure. It's kind of tough to hear, and I am truly sorry that you had to deal with this kind of person in this energy, state of energy. Not saying people will not change, but it is not good for you to be pining on that hope right now, okay, with regard to this person. So they're like very avoidant. I feel like, from my perspective, what I know is, this kind of avoidant, inflated energy can't last forever in for anyone. Okay, there is a spiritual growth that has to happen for everyone, right? So they usually tend to plummet and fall hard on their face eventually. So if they keep avoiding it, that is what is going to happen. So, look at the guidance we have received here. The divine has made it clear that the right fit exists for you, right? That is what we received earlier in pile number two, right? So it is clear that, there is someone else who is meant to be your divine partner. Okay, so your purpose is not to sit here waiting for them to finally show remorse. Okay, the universe is loud and clear, like they're telling you, you need to move away from this energy right now because your next chapter is waiting for you. Okay, and it is meant to be filled with something true and effortless for you, my dear pile number ones. Okay, so moving on, let's move to the next segment, the prescription. What you can do to heal currently in this energy. Okay. So, pile number one, these cards are confirming that you're making a smart move by understanding, being aware of the situation, and taking the necessary step that you're taking right now. Okay. So, I want you to banish any lingering self doubt that you have, that maybe you make the wrong decisions. No, you've done all the right things right now. So the divine energy is right here with you, okay, supporting this transition. I can see that coming through in all the segments here, okay. You don't have to go through this alone. They are actively sending you gifts from God, okay. So pay attention to the unexpected opportunities, the chance encounters, or the sudden insights that feel like life is cheering you on, right? It is the messages from the divine and the gifts from divine. These are your rewards for choosing yourself in the situation right now. Okay, so I have the stone circle here and the beaver spirit also, which is calling you to lay a solid foundation for your future right now. Okay, this means a devoted commitment to your healing routine, just like these girls, right, holding the fire torches. You are called to cleanse the stagnant energy in your life right now. Okay, the fire is about cleansing, right? That is how I am visualizing it right now. Identify where you've been stuck, and in those very spaces pour love and light. The divine is also asking you to balance and surrender your energy right now. Okay, surrender everything. You need to make sure your mind, body, and spirit are working in harmony here. Okay, when I see this sun card, right, it is like a cue to go outside, get some physical activity in, and don't underestimate the power of nature in your healing. Okay, get out there and catch that morning sun. Don't stay cooped up in your room. Even if it feels hard, you must just step out and move. Okay, just go stand in the sun for some time. Just go stand. Even if you're in a grumpy mood, take that grumpy mood with you and go out, go outside, go for a walk. And yeah, the key to your joy is to surrender what you think you need right now. Okay, this prayer card is coming out. So let go of the detailed plan for how this all has to play out. You have to do this, you have to do that. Trying to take, all necessary actions right now to protect yourself. Yes, you can. You need to protect, you need to stay guard with that King of Swords energy, but also give some burdens, some of the heavy lifting to the divine as well. Okay, so trust the process, let the divine take the wheel, and know that your healing and your best life are flowing towards you easily and effortlessly. You have to believe that. The divine want you to believe that through this reading. Okay, it is flowing through to you effortlessly. So let it flow. Don't be in this rut, don't be in this stagnant energy. Okay, make sure that you're telling yourself not to be there. If you just go outside. Okay, go outside. That is the first step. Now for the last and final segment, we have the final outcome. Like what does the full recovery stage look like for you. Okay, so let me just get the cards here. So pile number one, look at the card from your final outcome. Look, you're wearing your flower crown. You're completely grounded in your feminine power and you're blooming silently. Okay, you have nurtured yourself through this entire process, and the result is a massive character glow up that I truly admire. Everything is glowing up. Okay, it is inside out, the glow up, and it is all you're doing. Okay, so your aura, everything is high vibrational right now, after this in the final recovery stage, right? Your aura, everything is high vibrational. Okay, so this has the tendency to attract some past energies back into your life. They might come back to offer a delayed apology or say things like, I feel alone without you, baby, I'm scared, and things like that. So but here I can see there's a powerful shift here in your mindset, right? You are not falling for all that. You know that the energy is deceptive and you can see it very clearly now. Okay, earlier if you had seen it through the veil of love, right now it is like, you pick it up very easily, because you don't want to repeat those karmic lessons and those karmic patterns anymore. Okay, you have learned, lesson learned, chapter closed, and you're moving on. See, the hanged man energy here is like, a very completely transformed energy. You are no longer running back to them at the drop of a hat, because you have learned, like I said, your karmic lessons. You've learned your karmic lessons. So you are owning your truth, you're accepting things at face value, and you're living without denial. So the veil has been lifted, that was once clouding your judgment. It is gone right now. You are no longer tied to those old patterns, and you are no longer getting triggered by the presence even. Okay, so I see you leading such a healthy lifestyle, okay, in this new era of yours. A solid diet, good sleep, regular exercise, that's what I'm talking about. Pile number one, that is a kind of glow up. You are entirely focused on your well being, your work, and your family. And best of all, you're paying close attention to the signs and synchronicities in the moments, okay? Which confirms to me that you have wholeheartedly started trusting the divine's plan, okay? You know now that your spirit guides will always lead you in the right direction. So you have, once you choose that direction, you have totally surrendered, like how the previous segments were suggesting. So this is an era where you've truly surrendered, and you're very uh, you have that discernment about synchronicities, what is in alignment with you, what you need to follow and what you should not be following, and things like that. So this is an awesome character growth and glow up, my dear pile number ones. Like you've achieved true freedom, right? You took the prescription and this is what has happened. You did the hard work, you are standing in your worth, and I admire that so much about you. That is really great. Great curve when it comes to character growth in your pile. Okay, so that was your reading. I hope you take your prescriptions on a timely basis and you take care of yourself. Give pour yourself some lot of self love and a lot of cuddles and nurturing and all that. Okay, and let nature heal you. Let the divine in, and there is someone who is a better fit for you. Okay, it could be the same person with a different, with a character growth, but don't pine on that. It could be a different person too. So open your energy to all the gifts that divine wants to pour into your life right now. We did get that card, right? The divine wants to give you gifts, so maybe this is leading to this divine partner of yours. All these small small gifts, if you follow these small small gifts and the divine is sending you, if you follow that road, it will take you to your divine partner. That is what came to my mind right now. That is so cool. So all the best, my dear pile number ones. I shall see you in my next reading. Until then, bye bye, take care. Hello, my dear pal number twos. Welcome to your reading. So, today's reading is about giving a love prescription for your heartache right now. And the fact that you're here and you've clicked on this reading, wanting to be one step closer to your healing journey, is something strong that you did, right? It is not for the weak. So you have embarked on a journey that requires strength, and I want to applaud you for that. Okay, so without further ado, I want to introduce you to the tarot spread first before I dive into the reading, because only then it would make sense. So this is the spread. We have five segments here. The first pile will tell us the root cause, like what is the core problem of this heartache that you're experiencing. Okay, the second one is the patient's standpoint or your energy check-in, like what is happening with you, where are you at um, in this process. Okay, so the third one is the active agent. This is the other person's or the other party's standpoint right now. And the fourth one is the prescription, so what you can do to heal. Okay, this is basically a spiritual advice that we are going to channel through this reading. And the final one is the final outcome. Okay, once you have fully recovered after taking your prescriptions, what would it look like? Okay, what would be the fate of this connection, or how would this connection flourish? So let's see all that. Let's begin with the first segment, which is the root cause. Okay, I have this cards right in front of me here for this segment, and looks like, my dear pile number two, the root cause of your heartache is enveloped in a mist of confusion, intuition, and deep-seated fear. Okay, so when I look at this moon card, I see two souls. Okay, two souls that is relying on the higher power, because it is looking so helpless. It's like, please help us. That is the kind of energy that I'm getting from this moon card for this reading. Okay, and it could perhaps be your intuition and your past experiences, your intuition versus you, like struggling to find answers. Or it could be both the parties feeling helpless in the situation right now. Okay, and you're looking up at a higher power asking, why is this so complicated? Why can't you help? And you have a lot of questions. Why is this happening? And somehow it has stirred up a lot of fear, okay, in you or in both the parties. um, for some of you, this is like a classic friend turned lover scenario. It is coming through here. There is an undeniable tension and attraction. There's a pure physical pull, maybe even a desire to, ruin this friendship, because this card literally says, I want to ruin our friendship, we should be lovers instead. But this spark is viewed as trouble. So why is it viewed as trouble? Because the core problem is, one of you guys or both of you guys are holding on to the baggages and fears from previous connection that didn't serve you well. Okay, there is some deep-seated fear here. That is why, like, when you feel a connection with someone, when you feel that a raw attraction, one shouldn't, the initial reflex reaction should not be fear, right? It should be like, it should feel good. But why is it fear here? Let's find out. But see, your spirit team is, however, being very clear here. Whatever happened in your past, those were lessons. So they were not losses. So don't fear that. Okay? Integrate those lessons. That is why it was there. That is why you have experienced it. You have, in order to integrate it into your life and move forward, right? So it feels like, your minds, they are like caught between this mystical pull of this connection, and also the trauma informed desire to protect yourself. Okay, that's why you're getting this insight about manifestation and the tower of intentions, right? You have been manifesting a relationship like the one you desire, and this one has the potential. Okay, but first you need to heal those wounds within you. So when I say you, it could be you or the other party, but this is the core root cause. Root cause is this. Root cause is deep-seated fears. Okay. We also have the guidance about breaking the cycle, right? You are being urged to choose a different path. Even if it feels painful right now, if it is scary, more than painful, it could seem scary. But you are meant to do it because your future self will thank you for it. It is written right here. Okay. See this Rowan card, right? I see it as a very strong positive sign because it has fireflies, right? I see those fireflies as a powerful positive sign from the spiritual team. This is for me in my personal life as well. I see that as a positive sign, and I'm seeing this card after a really long time, and that is like, a strong assurance that this is a positive sign. There is positive energy in this relationship. Okay, and here, your most vital lesson is to understand your worth, that you're highly valuable, that, treasured simply by virtue of being alive. Okay, you need to define your joy from within, independent of any relationship status, so that you're free from the expectations that might cause external friction. Okay, that is the card that we've drawn here. So there is some review and reset that needs to be done inside of you first, okay? So that is a core message because the fear is coming from, you thinking that, this person would disappoint you, and you might have so much expectations from this person, and they're going to disappoint you. That is a fear probably. And right now, if you were feeling happy by your own, in your own energy, in your own presence, right? Like, very light and happy, if you were feeling that way, you wouldn't be having this fear. Okay, you wouldn't be fearful about a connection that is supposed to feel positive. You wouldn't feel that. So this is truly something that you've carried from your previous experiences, and you need to let go of it. Okay, pile number twos. Your worth is not associated with the failure of a relationship or anything external. It is within you. You're valuable and treasured as you are. That is how the spirit team sees you. That is how you need to see yourself as well. Like how, like you're like a miracle of love. Okay, you are. you imagine the chances of you being here. Your life is so valuable. It is very valuable, and it is very cherished, and it is a big deal that you're here and you're alive and you're experiencing all these things. So, your guides are also nudging you to keep the doors open for communication, and not to be focused on closed doors, that you miss the ones that are opening. Okay, that is what this card says. So, if you want to communicate with this person or with this party, go ahead. Okay, if they're trying to reach out, listen to what they have to say. Know that you are safe to step towards this potential, but you must first ground yourself in your own uh, immense worth first. Okay, and keep the communication channel open, keep the doors open. Okay, that is what the core root cause is coming through as. I think probably there's a block there. You guys are maybe not talking to each other. Something like that has happened. But the advice is to see the things in the positive light. Okay, if they're coming towards you to want to talk to you or something, you're supposed to, you just try and open up for this communication. Okay, break the cycle, break some toxic cycles that is keeping you stuck. You might be trying to protect your energy, but the spirit is telling you, your spirit team is telling you, this is a safe space, and that you're protected. You don't have to do anything. This is like, divinely protected energy that I'm sensing through this segment. Okay, so, for the next segment, we have the patient's standpoint or your energy. Okay, we're checking in what your energy is right now for the current situation. So, give me a moment to arrange these cards here. So, pile number two is, let's see, look at your energy here. We've got the King of Swords, and it is fascinating for me because we drew the King of Swords for the same segment in pile number one, but your energy comes through completely different for this reading, and this never ceases to baffle me, like how the same card can be interpreted so differently. The energy that comes through is so different, right? So I see a little fear and worry on the king's face here. Okay, you are wondering if you can keep up this front of strength for much longer. Like how long can I be this strong, right? You're scared that you're shaking internally. You're scared that you might drop the sword any moment now. So, this whole logical precautionary front you've put up was taken to avoid bad consequences, okay? And it comes from a deep place of transformation as well. Look at this. There is some transformative energy that has put you in this King of Swords position. I'm looking at this butterflies here, okay? I see a butterfly there. So, your energy, this King of Swords energy of authority and analytical thinking and critical decision making, this you kind of learned through your past experiences. There was a transformative thing that happened, and you metamorphed into this person. Okay, so as you metamorphed into this powerful status, there is a tendency for it to show the negative effects of it as well. Okay, so here you are shown as a person who makes decision from a place of clarity and mental sharpness. Like for a long time, you have been a firm believer in loving yourself first and putting your self-respect in the forefront. Like that is what matters to you. You don't want to compromise on that. Okay, and you have there's a reason behind this belief system and this kind of uh, demeanor that you have, that you carry, the power that you carry. But something about this connection has thrown you off guard and shaken your world. Okay, for me these messages are telling me about your internal conflict. Okay, so you might find your physical attraction to this person a bit irrational, and deep down the message like I want to reach out here confirms that undeniable pull that you guys have earlier, right? That even you want to reach out but you're not doing it. You want to connect, but the other voice in your head is louder. Like, what if it is a mistake? What if I'm making a mistake? And I'm also afraid of getting hurt. So this is all your mind voice, okay, telling you not to invest in this connection, or not to make a move, not to fall for this uh, you know this butterfly kind of energy, that has caught your attention. Don't fall for it, is what your mind is telling you. So you are using that king of swords logic to protect the heart of the person you've worked so hard to become. That is you. Okay, so the universe is stepping in here to remind you that your reality is not just defined by one connection. Okay, you are a powerful manifester. The insights about clarity here and understanding and focus are your direct guidance. Okay, you have to make a simple, but really important, difficult switch. Probably it might sound easy, but it is an important switch. Utilize the mental sharpness that you possess and focus your energy on what you want to manifest, because your energy in this king of swords, if you start worrying and uh, acting from a place of fear, like the root cause that we saw, right, the deep seated fear, you're going to manifest more of that energy into your life. Okay, more of that is going to come and bother you. So why don't you switch the thought, switch the thought process to something positive, is what your guides are telling you here. Okay, so the minute you believe the universe has my back and focus your energy on positivity, your shift will be immediately seen. Okay, the reality will shift for you. But this is again reality is some the illusion in your head, right? The reality is not like I I don't want to focus on the conversation of reality, but reality is something else altogether. But your reality will shift. So you have the wisdom, the strength, and the power to create a better chapter now. And you just need to wield that sword to protect your focus. Okay. Don't use it to scare people away, those who are coming towards you with so much love. Who is this person, probably? And don't use it to scare them away. And I don't think you can keep up that, your front. You cannot do that for long. I'm sorry, that is what I am sensing. Moving on to the next segment, the other person's perspective or standpoint. Okay, so give me a minute to set the cards here. So, pile number two is this person's energy is so sweet. Okay, this person is actually so in love with you. They genuinely don't know what to do with all these overwhelming feelings they have for you. Okay, they feel like they should just elope with you or something. The energy here shows that they're totally surrendered to this love. Okay, in a way that is profoundly different from you right now. Like from the way you are approaching this, it's kind of different. They're also battling their own battles, inner battles, but I can sense the profound love that they have for you through this cards. Okay, they aren't analyzing this connection in their mind, and they are feeling it in their heart. Okay, they know that this is an authentic connection, a connection where they can be their true self, and even with all their messy bits and all your messy bits, and uh, your true authentic self and being appreciated for who you are, right? And it seems like, this is real love. Even with all the messy bits and all, it feels real to them, this love. Okay, so look at this message. It says, you say goodbye, I say hello. uh, and this person is not ready to let you walk away, okay, even if you try. Their energy is one of moving towards you. Even if they're terrified, they want to move towards you. It says, I am scared to open up to you. So even though if they're terrified, they want to move towards you. They are willing to take a leap of faith and step out of their comfort zone. Even though the message, I am scared to open up to you, is very real for them, they are ready to do that. This is why their actions might feel slow or hesitant, maybe. They are dealing with a deep vulnerability that they haven't felt before. Okay, or sometimes they might, because it is truly coming from the space of from their heart space, they might take actions before thinking, while you're doing the opposite. Okay, you're thinking a lot and not taking actions. Probably there is a contrast in the way you guys handle it, okay, handle this connection. So they genuinely believe in this connection, and they are ready to leave their past emotional baggage behind and to be with you. Okay, and it is clear that they really want to like elope with you or something, because they love you so much. And they are actively trying to own their role and understand their part in the dynamic right now. Okay, they know that they need to be patient to win you over. The Look at this message from Archangel Jophiel, like it confirms this message, right? This realization. So they have understood that they need to nurture this connection, that the way you respond, or your way of doing things is different from their way of doing things, and they've understood something like, there is something, you're not going to react the same way as they are. There is some mismatch there, and they are ready to nurture and put the work needed for this connection. Okay, they want to let it grow at the pace it needs to. So even though their heart wants to flirt and rush things, okay, they want to flirt with you, they want to rush things, but they understand the need for this. So this person is in a profound emotional growth. That's the journey they are, and they're doing it for you and for this connection. So they are choosing to lead with love and faith, and that is a beautiful thing. And this party's energy is so beautiful, and I love that for you, pile number two. Now moving on to the next segment, which is the prescription. Okay, what you can do to heal, or this is coming as guidance from your spirit team. Okay, so give me a moment while I arrange your cards here. So pile number two is, I hope this devil card doesn't scare you away when it comes to prescriptions, right? It is about breaking free from the chains of control and fear. Okay, that you need to break free from that embrace, to be with to be in this authentic connection, right? Break free from those. And also, the devil means it's a Capricorn energy, and it is highlighting work. So there is work needed. There is some nourishing energy that is needed for this connection. There is work needed. You need to put in the work towards this connection. Okay, so that is one advice that I see here. And one more thing that is in my face is the faith card, and the how many times I have heard the word faith in your reading, right? To have faith, to surrender. And it is like, the spirit team is affirming and reaffirming that you must surrender to what is and trust the process. Trust this process. The energy is intense, and You might be tempted to pull back into the chains, okay? But the chains of fear and insecurity and old patterns of control. Um, so the advice is to work on care here, care and nurturing and putting work towards this connection and not control. Okay, this card clearly says caring is giving space, control is suffocating. Know the difference. So if this energy pops up in the relationship dynamics that you share, you might want to pay attention to that. So once you surrender that control and put in the work to nurture this connection, right? This relationship is going to deepen very quickly in the next few months, okay? You have been waiting for this. We have the victory card also showing up from Archangel Sadalphon. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. This confirms that your prayers have been heard and answered. This is meant to be a very successful connection for you. Okay, I don't know, you have so much fear, but everything I am picking up is very positive. Even with the victory card, right? It is like in your face. The message is like in your face. Also, this children card is highlighting to be mindful of external responsibilities that could affect the connection. Whether it is the beautiful complexity of a work or passion project that you are deeply invested in, something that you're putting your time, energy, and passion and heart into. Think of what that is for you right now. And make sure that it doesn't affect this connection. You have a balance, work and personal life balance, or work relationship wise balance, like with friends versus your partner. That kind of balance need to be for you need to be careful to bring that balance into such relationships dynamics here. So I feel that with this money making while I sleep card and everything, with everything that is going on, I feel you don't have to worry about it. Okay, this connection even might be very auspicious for you. Turn things out in your favor. Like I see that there is some spotlight on you. You're being recognized and you are being rewarded as well. So that means something auspicious, sorry, is happening in your life, and this connection could somehow be involved in all that as well. So if you're worrying about certain other aspects of your life and thinking about whether you should invest in this relationship right now, probably this is the spirit team telling you that it is all going to be okay and everything is going to be taken care of. You don't have to worry about these other external factors here, okay? Now, moving on to the final segment, we have the final outcome, the full recovery. What this phase is going to look like, when you have taken the advice, taken the prescription, and what the recovered phase is going to look like for you. Okay, give me a minute. Let me just check your cards here. So look, we have the Page of Cups here. So the outcome is like, one that is passionate and secure and of pure, joyful playfulness and mutual support. Okay, pile number twos. You two are not just lovers; you are like best friends. Okay, each other's greatest support system. The presence of, we see that we found love in a hopeless place. This is a message that came through. So your love transcended all the external difficulties, the chaos, the emotional struggles. It is like a testament to the powerful transformative force of your connection, okay? You will reignite your inner child through this relationship. Yes, there will be curiosity and an adrenaline rush of highs and lows, but now you will be riding the waves together, okay? So even in it through thick and thin, you guys are together, you guys are having fun, facing all the goodness and the lows, highs and lows of lives. You're facing it together, and you're finding the fun in every challenge. Okay. How amazing is that? You've totally let go of fear. That is what I was thinking of, the root cause being a deep seated fear. It is completely unleashed, because I don't see you as a person who would dive into such you know like raw raw dogging life. Okay. That is what I was about to say, raw dogging life like that with someone. You would be very cautious about not wanting to be in trouble, not wanting to have some problems in your life. But no, I see you enjoying these challenges and difficulties. You're both committed to being honest about everything. You want to talk things through. There is honesty and authenticity in this connection. And look at this fox. We've got the fox card, right? Foxes are known to be, like, monogamous, and they form long-term bonds with their mates. Okay. uh, so that is that. So it also means that you don't have to fear about outside interferences or your own personal emotional baggage. The honesty, and there is this deep support system that you offer each other that will transcend all these issues. Okay, there is love and there is honesty in this relationship, and you guys can rely on each other. You guys are like best friends. Okay, look at this card. It says squad goals. Like, what else do you need? So, this story is like of a victory, abundance, and emotional triumph. So, you took the prescription, you surrendered control, and now you're receiving this magnificent, joyful love that you deserve. Okay, so have absolute faith. The faith card is come up so many times, like I cannot even tell you like how much importance is given to that aspect. Okay, look at this cute cow. It shows abundance. And let me read this out to you. May the embrace of all that is nurturing you awaken in all that you're becoming. See, that nurturing aspect also is highlighted here, right? So, my dear file number two, I don't know if you want to hear it again, but this is going to be a very victorious connection as long as you put in the effort to work on this connection. Okay, both of you all. So that is it for your reading. That was almost, oh my god, 31 minutes. Are you guys still here? If you are, leave a fish emoji in the comments, okay? So that I know that you've listened till the very end, and I'm grateful for that. Okay, I shall see you in my next reading. Until then, bye bye. Hello, my dear pile number threes. Welcome to your reading. So, today we are going to diagnose your heartache. Okay, let's find out what is the problem and what is the prescription that is needed. So, this is just a fun reading. It is a fun reading, but I am channeling the messages, okay, from your spirit team. So, I want to show you the layout or the tarot spread of this reading. We have like 5 segments here. The first one is the root cause, where we are finding out what is the core problem, what led to this heartache, what is the core issue here behind this heartache. Okay, the second one is the patient's standpoint. This is like your energy check in. The third one is the active agent. This is like the other person or the other party's standpoint right now, their current energy check in. And the fourth segment is the prescription. It is like what you can do to heal. And this is mostly your advice from the spirit team, okay? And for the fifth and the final one, we have the final outcome. So this will show us what, if you take the prescription or the advice, what the full recovery bit is going to look like for you. And also I felt the need to say you're loved, because I think this is a message that has been sent from your spirit team. They want you to know that you're loved, okay, in this journey of healing. So, without any further ado, let's start with the first one, the first pile where we are finding out the root cause. Okay, I have the cards in front of me here. So, pile number three, when I look at this reverse two of cups, right, I feel the main core issue is some imbalance in the energy exchange and dynamics of this connection between you two. Okay, something is way out of balance, and that is what has caused this heartache for you. Okay, and what I'm sensing from this pile is that you have already, like, mentally and emotionally said goodbye to this connection in some form or something. I like, you're kind of detached already, even when you're here reading, coming here for the reading, right? I feel like you're little already detached from this energy. Okay, you're just trying to check in and see what is the deal here, like, what is going to happen and all that, if you're on the right part. So that's why you're here. I can really sense that. So it's like, you're like a very proactive person, and I really like that. Okay. That is really cool that you're proactively taking these steps. I feel like you are in that proactive energy, you're taking control. Okay, very proactively doing things. For I sense that energy about you. So, like we said, right, there has been, like, imbalance in this relationship. The dynamic was completely off, and probably there was like possessiveness, or maybe some aggressive behavior, like a territorial behavior, like, someone thought they could own the other person, or coming off as like too overpowering emotionally. Okay, maybe the other one person is calm, the other person is too overpowering, like that, emotionally. So you are someone who you knows your self-worth. Okay, and you have been very patient enough here. uh, but your inner compass is finally telling you that it was time to say goodbye, and you listen to that. Okay, you are standing in your truth now. You're recognizing that this connection cannot be healed at this moment. Currently, what is happening is you cannot heal this connection, so you've little stepped away from this connection. Okay, you are not sticking around to find out if it will ever will be healed. Right now, that is your mindset. You are actually feeling a sense of relief that, you're away, a little away from this person, if you're in separation mentally or physically or both. Okay, if you're not talking, if you're in no contact, you feel a little relief. It's like, when a cool breeze hits your face when you needed it the most, like you're feeling that sense of relief. um this experience has also, like, made you wiser. Okay, and you feel that, the worst thing is over, the worst of the emotional turmoil is over in this relationship, because that is the kind of relief you're getting when you're stepping away from this connection. Okay, so let's find out more about what is happening. Let's move on to the patient standpoint. That is your energy check-in right now, because even I'm curious. Please give me a moment so that I can set the cards for the next segment. So, pile number three is, we've got the Queen of Wands here. Okay, that is a good sign. Like, you are in this Queen of Wands energy, and just because you experience something awful, you haven't given up on dreaming about and believing in finding your true soulmate, the true soulmate connection that you seek and desire, right? That you're very, very passionate soul that you are. You also desire that kind of relationship, and even in relationship you desire that kind of passion and that connection. You believe in soulmate energy, you believe in soulmate union. And even if it is in this connection, even if you believe that this person is your soulmate, you probably have understood that, there needs to be some work. Right now is not the time of union, because there needs to be some work that needs to be done. I'm not saying this person is your soulmate. Okay, that is not what is coming through. yet, or it hasn't come through like that. But you understand in this, you believe in this. So that is what the spirit is showing me. Like, you have pulled out your law of attraction journal and you're busy creating a vision board, like how your life should be, how your love life should be, what kind of a partner you're looking for. You seem to be so enthusiastic about it. Okay, you've taken the road of detachment and kindness to heal this connection. Okay, to heal whatever you are feeling right now, the heartache you're feeling. You're not, like, lashing out or anything. You're not angry, you're not in that, bad energy. You don't like that. You're not the kind of person who likes to be in that kind of energy. Okay, so you have detached, and you are pouring kindness into the situation, and you're trying to heal it. Okay. um so you are embodying the Queen of Wands here. Okay, you are determined, you're passionate, and you're ready to take control and action of this. Like, you are taking control of this circumstances. Okay, it's all, let's just do it. You're in the position of power, like in the Queen of Wands. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take control. I believe in the power of manifestations and law of attraction and all that. And even though you're doing this, like, you're sitting in the position of power and authority, you're very calm about it. Okay, see, if you look at her, she's holding that sunflower as well, like, so you are romanticizing the heck out of this situation and your dreams, and what kind of dream life that you want to lead, right? And that is very that's like really cool. Okay, yeah, you're more of a very calm and patient kind of a person. And you have clearly understood that the worst challenges are now over and dealt with. You strongly believe that you can manifest your soulmate union in the next few months, because we have got this deepening card here. A relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. You have been waiting for this. Okay, no, I'm not denying that this couldn't be the person you're separated from. Okay, maybe time apart will change things, or it could be a new person altogether. Just take and see what resonates. We also have to see what other messages come through in the reading. Maybe we'll have more clarity on that. So these cards, right, you simply do not doubt this vision of yours for yourself. Okay, you have full faith in it, pile number twos. And I think pile number threes, sorry, when I say that, pile number twos need to learn a few like a thing or two from you, because this faith card came out so much for them, like reaffirming and affirming from their guides, right? You have, like, taken control. You have total faith. You don't need anyone's no more nudging or anything is required for you to have this faith. You faith, there's no more anxiety. You're just feeling peachy and allowing your soul to sing. Okay, whatever this detachment and is whatever caused this detachment, right, it is looking very good on you right now. Your energy is looking very fine and peaceful and calm and relaxed. That is how it is coming through. Now, moving on, let's look at the other party's energy. Let's channel what they're currently feeling about the situation right now. So, give me a moment. Let me just arrange the cards here. So, my dear pile number threes, what I'm seeing here is your person, the other party is not taking this separation very well. Okay, they are burning with anxiety, and I see very high levels of restlessness in them, and anxious energy that is coming through. Okay, they thought whatever happened between you two could somehow inflate their ego, but it doesn't feel like a celebratory win at all for them. They're like, they're shaking right now. So this is because you stopped tolerating the, like, whatever behavior they were projecting on you. You are no longer this patient person, and you have essentially said, go heal your wounds and then speak to me. I won't stand here and take your projections anymore. Okay, So this is precisely why they're giving off this intense anxious energy, like their tricks are not working out anymore, like to come back into union with you, or something like that. You're not accepting them. Okay, so they're trying to calm down. They're like they try to go outside and outdoors and spend time in nature. They're trying to manage the stress. They are realizing that it is time to step up and do the work that is needed. Okay, or else they truly risk losing you right now. Okay, so they understand that they need to do the work. So, like, the core message is clear here. The distance, we have the distance card here. The separation you're experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. So, the separation is absolutely necessary right now. Okay, it is like a snooze, like a divine snooze. Some other energies have intervened, and higher power has intervened and created this distance right now. Uh, Now you have to, like, both parties have to think and contemplate their actions and behavior during this break. And if they're genuinely ready to adapt to bring balance to this dynamic, then if that growth happens, then there is potential for this connection. If not, like, if there is no such growth, if you're not growing individually, separately, and towards this connection, if the dynamics is not changing, so this is not something you have to evaluate. You don't have to sit there and think, okay, has my person changed here? No, you don't have to do that. You are meant to be focusing on your own journey right now. Okay, so this is something the higher power will take care of. And if you guys are meant to be in union together again, the higher power will guide you to this person again. Otherwise they will not. So watch out for that inner calling. Okay, be careful about taking decisions. Even if they come back to you, make sure that you're listening to your intuition, you're listening to yourself, that inner voice, and taking some time to decide if it is actually worth it. Okay, so, from what I see, you've made the right move, pile number threes. Their current discomfort is simply the universe forcing them into growth that it should have, like, done a long time ago. Okay, so that is great. Now let's move on to the next pile. So, pile number three with the devil card here reversed, right? This is the prescription. This is your guidance from the spirit team. So, they are asking you to not fall for any kind of devilish charms. If this person comes back, right, don't fall for it. Okay, we need to break free from the chains of control and deception here. We have the deception card here that says someone is wearing a mask in this relationship. And you need to be extremely cautious here, because this person might try to win you back with an easy trick, like without doing the real work. Okay, they might try to appeal to the strong chemistry that you share, right, telling you that they miss you, or they miss the taste. I want to taste you, like that is what came out. So this is that seductive deceptive energy at play here. Okay, and you are being asked not to fall for it. You don't have to worry, the devil has come and reversed. So you all you have to do, I feel like you're very focused on this journey of healing. Okay, I feel you're already detached and you're focused on the joy. See, we've got the joy card here. Mm, so take a vacation from this drama, because you've got the vacation card here, vacay all day. Whether it is a real trip, because that's what it shows. Like, you might be taking yourself out, to trips and vacations that you have always wanted to go, and you're enjoying this alone time. Okay, you're really enjoying vibing all together with yourself, and somehow you feel that there is a lot of peace right now without this person in your life. and you're also focused on manifesting a better reality. So like you're like rewriting the narrative of your any kind of limiting beliefs or anything. Like you are very aligned with this law of attraction kind of an energy, right? That you take control and you believe in all this. So you might be journaling and you might be actively manifesting the kind of reality that you seek, right? Also, this card says your loved ones in heaven are with you. They're sending you blessings, and if you miss their presence, know that they are thinking of you as well. You are being looked after and loved. So that is something that came through here. So this time out is exactly what you need to heal, okay? So be your own hero is what is coming through. You are being your own hero here. So prescription is for you to be your own hero, and you don't have to wait for anyone to save you. And even like releasing the resentment here, right? Forgive a resentment. So you are someone, see, even earlier we got a card that said, you are forgiving and healing, pouring kindness into the situation. And here again, we see that, you're trying to remove that resentment in you, that you don't like that energy that is sitting in like in you, right? So you want to release all that resentment. You want to forgive. You don't want to carry this heavy burden of this kind of energy within you. I feel like you kind of you take in others energy as well, you need to. So you need this cleanse, something that is very important for you, okay, to center your energy. Now that is what is coming through, and let's move on to the final segment, the final outcome. Okay, just give me a moment to arrange the cards here. So pile number three, look at this reversed nine of swords here. Like this is like an end of your era of anxiety, worry, and sleepless nights. It's all absolutely over. If you take the prescription and follow the guidance or whatever that came through in this reading, this is what your days are gonna look like. You're gonna have it's very peace. There is some peaceful energy that peace comes from remembering that only love is real. That is the message from this card, okay? Archangel Chamuel with peace, and I feel like that inner peace is very important for you, and you are getting that. You are someone who values their peace, okay? So you are finally like chilling out and your energy is recharging big time. The ultimate victory here is that you are breaking from the kind of codependent relationship or energy that you had with this party, okay? And you're realizing that addictive behaviors will no longer affect your romantic life, okay? There must be some addictive behavior probably from this other person, from their energy. I can tell, even in the first segment we were talking about somebody overpowering the other person, so that you are free from that, okay? So there is no dependency, or this you are free from this addictive behavior. And there is also deep ancestral healing, because once you've taken on this journey, healing journey, right, ancestors are also here with you in this journey. And you don't want to be, either something like this has, you've noticed something like this happen in your family, and you're trying to break the chain, okay? You don't want to be in that kind of cycle again. You're breaking the cycle, okay? That is really, that's so good. So if you look at this picture, right, you see how much light is radiating out from her. So that is you. You're shimmering in that state of pure bliss, okay? You're in a very high vibrational energy, and you are intensely focused on your manifestation journey, and it feels like you are manifesting, okay? Very. very calm, very peacefully. You look at you, like, her eyes are closed, like meditating. Okay, you are believing deeply in your inner power here. So the secret to this success is that you're not attached to the outcome. Okay, you're not attached. See, let it come to you. You're not attached to the outcome at all. You know that that's not how it works. You just do your bit and send your desire out into you, out to the universe, and simply allow it to come to you. Okay, and you will never settle for anything that is less than the dream you have for your life, including your romantic partner. Okay, and you keep, this deep within you, that you deserve more. This is not what you deserve. You deserve more. So you are not the kind of person that don't believe in giving people second chances, because you know that people can change. But you are also very wary of this energy right now, because it is affecting you. Okay, you don't want to give that kind of chances to people at all. So you have to be a little cautious about them entering your life again. Okay, and you know that your worth is non-negotiable. Okay, you're taking that stand. So the beautiful part is that you have forged a connection to the divine as well. Okay, um, this card says you are undone by the presence of love. So whether that is self love, the love of your angels or your ancestors, it is a tangible feeling, and you have surrendered to it completely, my dear pile number threes. So this is the beautiful, healed, and deeply satisfying ending. Okay, to a painful chapter, I suppose. I feel you're already detached from this pain and heartache. Okay, but the healing still is happening in the background. And now you are in, after taking this prescription and in your full total like recovery state, you are doing well. You are free, you are peaceful, you are free, and you are in your zone, believing in your inner power and manifesting that amazing dream life that you want for yourself, right? You are manifesting that. You truly have that faith, okay, that it will come to you, and it will. Okay, my dear pile number threes, that is it for your reading. If you have stuck till the end of this reading, do leave a heart emoji in the comments. Okay, and I shall see you in the next reading. Until then, bye bye.